All right, it's Matt. I'm back, and I want to talk to you about this pedal that I'm building. It's called the Tube Smasher. Now, these are in bigger enclosures because let me tell you something. I'm sweating bullets trying to drill these potentiometer holes right on those little small cases, and it just takes a little bit of a mess up, and it's really hard to cram them in. So I'm putting these Tube Smashers. I'm putting them into big enclosures. Okay, now with the Tube Smasher, you have a gain knob, you have a tone knob, and you have a volume knob. Okay? Now, unlike on the Mazrite pedal, these ones are actually pretty decently loud, so the volume knob is useful, you know. So we're gonna hear what this sounds like. It has an internal LED that clips, and so that's how you get your distortion, you know. It has like it's a little LED inside that clips and has a couple transistors. It's kind of like a fuzz, but it's really not as saturated as a fuzz. I feel like that this one accentuates the attack of your playing, and I thought it sounds pretty good for like bluesy type of stuff. I'm probably gonna play with my purple guitar that's in a weird tuning, but I guess I have my 8 string over here. But we'll hear what this baby sounds like. It's a pretty decently loud pedal. You know, it's all analog, all hand wired, all that good stuff. I'm thinking about trying to get rid of these for like $40 or $45. You know, they got cute little decals on them and stuff. They're available for sale at Sweetwater Gear Exchange because I can't be on reverb. I tried to set up a reverb. I tried it like three times. They made me scan my driver's license. They wouldn't let me have a reverb pedal. So I'm just selling on Sweetwater Gear Exchange. Might be a little bit too much information for you, but you know, we're gonna hear what this baby sounds like. All right? It's called the Tube Smasher. I'm calling it the Tube Smasher because you're gonna smash your tubes. There ain't no tube inside there, but you're gonna smash your tubes with it. All right, so let's hear what this baby sounds like. All right, the volume ain't up that loud. I gotta make sure I ain't gonna clip stuff. See how this sounds. All right, that's with the volume. It's with every control at about 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. This is the 12 o'clock rock. So now we're gonna jack up the volume. Volume at max. Everything else at 12 o'clock. This is the clean tone. Alright, so now let's jack up the gain to about 3/4 with the volume all the way up and the tone in the middle. So as you can see, it kind of cleans up pretty good. These pickups are a little bit microphonic. These pickups are microphonic, but I've been playing in this tuning, and you know, so this is the one I have for the weird tuning. And I could reach over here and grab a different guitar. We'll probably do that at the end. All right. But let's jack the gain up all the way. Let's do the gain and the tone up all the way, because this is when it gets its loudest. It's like, I would probably roll the treble back a little bit if I was using it. So this is with all the controls all the way up. So. Still cleans up pretty good. So let's put the tone at the middle. When you put the tone in the middle, it kind of like takes away some of the noisiness of it. It still sounds pretty good. Let's hear it. Alright, so now I got the tone all the way up in the gain, probably at a little bit over halfway. So let's hear what that sounds like. So that's the Tube Smasher. I mean, I think it's a pretty it's kind of reminds me of like an overdrive. It's kind of like a mix between a fuzz and an overdrive. I feel like I like this pedal. And the thing is, it's kind of a parrot. It kind of really it's hard for me to really hear, but when I use this, I feel like it really does accentuate the attack compared to like a fuzz pedal. You know how a fuzz pedal is more like saturated sounding? This pedal I feel like is better for like your attack. And I've also used it I've also used it for through like a delayed setup where I'm trying to be like all like, you know, fancy and stuff. And I actually think that when you put a lot of reverb and delay on it, it actually sounds really good for like that shredding type of stuff because it means that like you can kind of hear the attack. Whereas sometimes if I use something that's more fuzzy or saturated, it's like the more delay and reverb you put on it, it kind of gets muddy. But with this one, I actually kind of like this one for shredding. I don't really have a shredding setup right now, but I've been practicing mostly like bluegrass. And the reason I like playing the bluegrass type of stuff and these open tunings is because I only play by myself, and I find it's more entertaining for myself to just try to sound good by myself. Let's kick the pedal back on. So that's the Tube Smasher. Sounds pretty good. All right.